Challenges are fun, and with tanks, it's twice the fun. Everyone can ram fences and traverse difficult terrain, but to show true mastery on a brand new map, now that's a challenge. Actually, 8 challenges. Can you complete them all? Cool Mogul. Let's start with the basics. It's important to control key areas in battle. The coal berm in Ghost Factory is one such area. If you play in a heavy tank with an armored turret, that's your goal number 1, or at least number 2. Drive to the very corner. It's a good position from which you can fire efficiently and block damage with your turret. With the support of your allies, push through the direction and attack those who are hiding behind a coal berm near the factory. We wonder how many tanks you'll be able to destroy. Factory Boy. Another important thing for a heavy tank to do in Ghost Factory is to capture the factory. But this isn't as easy as it might seem. In the best traditions of tank action, ram the gate and rush inside. The gate can be destroyed with a shot, by the way, but it wouldn't look so epic. Look for your first victim on the opposite side. Most likely, the enemy will be busy looking for a convenient position. This is a great opportunity for you to shoot them in the side. Then seek safe cover. Move along the wall and take up position behind the steel structure. The entrance on the opposite side is well covered from here. Employ a side-scraping technique and fire at enemy tanks. When their HP is dropping, play more aggressively. Trade your hit points and send everyone you see to the garage. Another way to take over the factory is to go for the center of the building. There's a lot of cover there as well. Hide behind brick walls or containers and catch opponents while they change position. Battles in this factory are the essence of tank combat. It's a test of your side-scraping mastery and the ability to shoot back in time. Drive out from cover at an angle. Fire when the enemy is reloading. Use whatever remains of the former industrial giant as cover, and the factory will be yours. There's one more important thing about this factory. It's hard to spot an enemy tank through the closed gate. Therefore, take any opportunity to shoot at it in order to increase your chances of exposing the enemy. This is not vandalism. This is a tactical move. Ironhead. Let's move on from heavy monsters to mobile medium tanks. The hills in Ghost Factory are a perfect spot for vehicles with strong turrets. Follow the gravel road and turn right immediately after the bridge. Take up position between 2 hills and shoot at opponents, rolling back after every shot. It's important to only peek out with your turret, otherwise you can't avoid having your hull penetrated. Remember, the challenge is to block damage, not to receive it. You can hold out at this place for a long time by alternating targets and not fixating on one tank. If the opponents decide to flank you, retreat to the bridge and go to their flank from the railroad yourself. They will be surprised. After that, finish off those who weren't destroyed during the firefight among the hills. Keep the damage done as high as blocked. There's a less aggressive version of gameplay in the same area from the opposite side. You don't need to drive too close to the bridge. Take up position near a lonely tree. Meet your opponents with shots and lure them out under the fire of allied tank destroyers. Their support will not just be moral. Another coal mogul. Medium tanks, same as heavy ones, can both deal damage and block it with a turret. This leads us to the most ingenious idea. You can fight among the coal mounds in a medium tank as well. So, immediately go to the upper level and be the first to spot the opponent's tanks. Your armor is not so strong, true, but the reloading time allows you to shoot at one enemy, then at another. It's all about agility. Peek out for a shot and immediately roll back. No one will pay much attention to a medium tank, as you bite off little bits from the enemy heavyweight's hit points. If someone breaks into your half of the map, give the insolent a thrashing. And if the opponent wants to go to your rear, you can counter using your good depression elevation angles. As a result, you are the rightful owner of the coal mounds. The challenge is complete. Road Patrol. Tank destroyers are a sword of justice in Ghost Factory, punishing all those who didn't have time to take cover. Those who will manage to catch the most careless drivers win this challenge. The advantage of Ghost Factory is that you don't have to drive far. For the first shot, take up position next to the stones near the starting point, and immediately aim towards the hills behind the railway. As soon as you see an enemy, shoot. After the first shot, it makes sense to drive closer to a well-positioned bush. From here, it's easy not only to follow the dynamic development of events on the map, but also to fire at troublemakers. If you are spotted, hide behind the stone on the left, and then in 10 seconds go back to your duties. And don't stand still. Move with the team and be where help is needed the most, even if it's a counterintuitive position in the center of the factory. Violators will be punished and the challenge completed. Close encounter of the Tier 10 kind. You can also tidy things up from the side of the coal berm. There's a hill with bushes on the road to it. Make ready and wait. As soon as an enemy appears in your reticle, fire. You might be spotted at this moment, so slide down immediately, and then fire at enemy tanks while hiding behind the carriages. After that, two scenarios are possible. The first one is to keep playing in this position. The other one is to drive forward, press up against the factory wall, and carefully return fire. It's dangerous, but tough guys love risk, and sitting in the bushes in the distance sounds like the most boring challenge. We're here to have fun, right? A Mosquito Tank. Light tanks in Ghost Factory are tasked with one of the most non-trivial challenges: to be elusive, annoying, and pestilent. Therefore, from the start, go to the position with the bushes behind this house. First of all, here you will spot your opponent and greet them with a shell. Secondly, you will probably catch a medium tank passing by. After this position is completely compromised, go hunting among the hills. Attack together with your allies, raising a racket in the enemy's camp. Use your speed and maneuverability to the max. Fire, but don't let yourself get shot. After that, look for lonely targets and bite them like the most annoying mosquito. An insolent but charming sabotage. Sometimes, while in a light tank, you may not meet anyone in the direction you've chosen. This is no reason to be sad. This is an opportunity for sabotage. Drive behind your opponent's lines and treacherously use their TD positions. While enemy tanks are occupied by your allies, fire away until they spot you. If someone comes to smoke you out of your lofty perch, play cat and mouse with them. You are fast and agile, so use the strengths of your vehicle to the fullest. Deal with the pursuer and go to the factory area in the center. Join the fight with the accompanying allied cannons. A few shots from around the corner, and the challenge is complete. You are the most unbearable tank in the area. A nice bonus: fast, light tanks can climb coal mounds. Why limit yourself, right? Keep this in mind if you need to quickly leave the danger zone, or, conversely, unexpectedly attack the enemy. These are not all the challenges that you can do on the new Ghost Factory map, but they are the first things to do on it.